Hi Zesties, I wish I was using my phone mount, but I put it in the wrong position and then I stuck it again and then it lost its stickiness and that berry trifle cake is really good. I've seen a lot of like mixed reviews online. For me, it's really good. And this cookie was surprisingly good too. The cinnamon roll. Alright Zesties, well today I'm going to do a rant of how hard it is being a foodie in Pinellas County. You know, I'm so happy to be living right by the beach. It's really nice. I've been trying to... I've been trying to swim in the ocean every day, which has been very good for my mental and physical well-being. But dang, it's hard being a foodie out here. I mean, there's like nothing here. Like there's the beach. There's the beach and that's it. I bet you the people in Miami would love that. I love it here. They'd be like, what, a beach with nothing? A beach with nothing. Beach and that's it. And a bunch of old people. No restaurants, no grocery stores, and the ones that they do have are bad. Like, you know, I want to do restaurant reviews. Like, I still have a bunch of reviews from last year that I need to upload. I don't know if I have it in me to do the restaurant reviews, though, because, like, you know, I went to a restaurant with my friends. My friends are hate to say all these things, but they're they're not elderly. They're older. Sorry if they're watching. They're older, they're white, and they're from northern states. So we have a whole different, like, opinion on food, you know. Like, we went to this restaurant yesterday that they really like, but I think it's boring. Like, I'd probably have to give them, like, a 6 out of 10. But I'd feel kind of bad because, like, where I'm living now, it's, like, middle of nowhere. Which is crazy being on the beach in Florida, but that's just Pinellas County, I guess. So everyone knows everyone. It's a very tight-knit community. They're gonna know I didn't like their restaurant. And the thing is, okay, that restaurant is really good, highly rated. But it's good for the elderly Caucasian community that they serve, not for me. You know. So it's tough. Like, let me tell you this story too. Talking about cooking, because you know I like to cook, and actually I've only done American food since I moved here. But it's like very, very hard to do anything that's not American. I wanted to get some sesame oil. By the way, I really didn't like this one, the Heath one. But my favorite was this, the berry trifle cake. I wanted to get some sesame oil. Like, not toasted sesame oil, not the kind you put on after, but the kind you actually fry fried rice in. You know what I mean? And I went to Walmart, didn't have it. Went to the Asian market, didn't have it. I'm gonna have to buy sesame oil on Amazon. Sesame oil! Like, I knew that when I moved out here, I always knew, because my friends have lived in this area for years, and I've lived in Tampa for years. One of the reasons I always liked or preferred living in Tampa is because, you know, I'm a foodie, and the food scene is a lot more diverse there. So when I moved out here, I knew it was going to be hard for me. And I knew I was going to have to rely a lot on Amazon to buy, like, products that I'm used to buying, you know? But I didn't think that I'd have to be buying sesame oil on Amazon. It's like, oh my God. And you know, the thing is, there's a lot of, there are like international markets, nothing like in Tampa, and even Tampa is nothing like Miami or Orlando, but I like Tampa because it's a laid back city. But there's still tough stuff to do. Miami and Orlando, now that I'm in my 30s, now that I'm 35, I prefer a little more laid back, you know? But, you know, there are like ethnic markets and stuff like that in South St. Pete and in Pinellas Park. But now that I'm on the beach, that's like at least a 30-minute, like I have to drive 30 to get things that I could walk to get in Tampa. I have to drive 30 minutes here to get. So, you know, it's hard. It's hard being a foodie in on the beach side of Pinellas County. And the crazy thing about Pinellas County that I didn't like, all of Hillsborough County is pretty urban. Pinellas County, downtown St. Pete, that's it. Outside of downtown St. Pete, it's very, like, boring small town. Oh, if my friend from my apartment complex I was living in when I first moved to St. Pete could hear me, she would be mad. Because she was always telling me to stop comparing Tampa and Pinellas. And that comparing is the thief of joy, and I'm never going to be happy this way. But, ooh, Zesties, is it hard? Is it hard being a foodie in Pinellas County, Zesties? Oh, pray for me. Don't even get me started on the fact that, like, okay, I know I eat Crumbl cookie, which is, like, unhealthy, but I only do this once a week. And, you know, when I was in Tampa and I was eating an international diet, I felt a lot healthier than now when I'm only eating American food, you know? So, I guess that does say something about American food, because, you know, I watched videos about food. And people reference like the standard American diet, and I always thought, oh, well, I don't eat that. Okay, well, now I do. And I don't like it. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. I'm living a block from the beach. I need to enjoy. I need to take you guys on a walking vlog. My friend Sam, who wants me to shout him out, wants me to do walking vlogs. And I think that would be fun too. Let me know what you guys think, Zesties. But anyway, bye, Zesties.